Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpack Trader Training Room for Wednesday, May the 7th, 2025. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. Crude inventory report coming at 10:30 today, so we'll run this session till about 10:15. Crude in its first trade of the day. Short was at 58.97. Because of the low at 95, I adjusted to 94. Still triggered in. Unleaded picks up a target one. Traders are done. You pick up a target one and a very small trailer. 256 from the entry at there. Entry at 259. So 3 ticks on the trailer. 27 on target, 30 ticks. And you'll come back tomorrow. Target 2 traders just pick up 3 times 2 or 6 ticks. We're still looking for another trade. Pound Aussie in a long trade, going through 3 targets already and trailing at 649, 0649. 16, 26, and 35 pips. 42, 77 pips in hand so far. 2 positions remaining. Target 4 and trail. 649 from 637. 12 ticks. 12 pips, rather. So that will put us over 100 pips today on the Pound Aussie. Soybeans is currently flat, waiting for market open. Soybeans waiting for 8:30 Central, as is Micro Russell. Micro NQ will be 8:34 Central. And the YM at 8:30 Central. YM has a potential short trade. Target 1 is big enough. Market not open yet. We touched the entry, so I would move it down a tick to 53. And that's where we should be in, is 53. Market is open now. Soybeans with a short trade. That very likely was too fast to catch, I suspect. Yeah, definitely too fast to catch. We'll see if it comes back to the entry or if it goes on to the money management. Target 1. Get in sync short and currently for soybeans. Crude getting close to money management. Unleaded with a possible short trade. No, we didn't get exhaustion dots, so nothing there. Crude getting target 1. Stop will come to 93. YM with full stop out. Pound Aussie, stop moving up again. Not quite getting to target 4 yet. Stop now at 654. $17 pips and a short trade on the micro Russell. That has gone to money management, which would have been 1 tick below there. But trailing and target. I was going to say today is FOMC, so be skeptical. Often can be a slow day, but it doesn't look like it so far. Soybeans getting in sync in the short. So soybeans is short. Target 4 on the micro Russell. And 659. 22 ticks. $22 pips on the trailer now on the Pound Aussie. Potential long trade on the YM. And triggering in. Order should have been there, may have pushed through too fast to get filled on a limit order. And it gets us in anyway. The YM is long. Soybeans is short. Crude is done now. It just hit target 2. So that is completes our trade day. 16 and 25, 41 ticks on the morning session. And we did get a stop out on the micro Russell at 99.6. YM stops and reverses to short, and that looks like it's right at money management. Let's see, the entry was 76. Yeah, it'll be 74 for the stop and reverse. And break even stop Yep, we touched money management exactly. And there is a long setup. So we have a loss, full loss, a partial loss on the stop and reverse, which ended up being a break even. And now we are long on the YM. Crude got it done. No 10 o'clock session on crude. We do have an inventory report. 664 now for the pound Aussie stop. That is 27 pips times 2 positions. So that's 54. 131 pips at this point. Unleaded with a long trade from target 2 traders. Unleaded not, well, let's see. Looks like it may have entry at 227. Nope, 226 for the high, so we on the bar, so we still haven't triggered into the unleaded long. Long trade on the micro Russell. Big trade. I'll have to go back and look at it, but that looks to me like it probably was avoidable. So I wasn't looking at it directly when it happened. That's a big trade. That actually, yeah, target 2. But it's done now. Unleaded still flat. YM with a long trade. And we stopped out at 664. So that is 27.54 pips with 131 pips on the morning on the pound Aussie. Long trade on the micro Russell. That goes up 1, and we are at money management. So we have one win, probably an avoidable, and this one's going to be at least a break even. Crude stomps out. Unleaded triggers in. We're in the short on the soybeans chart, needing to push down through the 200, and it looks like it's been rejected 2 or 3 times there. Needed to push down. I'm going to put unleaded over top of crude. Since it's done, we'll be going to the inventory report at 10:15. So we can take a look at where the micro NQ is. Start time is right here. We get, yep, that one actually is valid. That looks like it may or may not. 5 seconds, 2 bars in. That's probably an avoidable trade, and then into the long trade. That is a larger than normal trade. Pretty good sized wick. Yeah, that's big enough to bring the target down. So the target at target 1. It looks like we hit target 1. Let me be sure. Target 1, 24 and a quarter. And that had definitely hit it there. So target 1, and we are at money management then. So we'll move our goal up to target 2. 32 points for target 1. 54 and a quarter for target 2. Reversing long trade on soybeans filtered out in trend mode. Trend indicator is down. Wow. Micro Russell through target 4. Targets 3 and 4 trailing. .037. Couple of break-even trades on the YM. So, I believe, yeah. Full loss. Stop and reverse, break even, break even. So we're 4 trades in. And a short on the Micro Russell. Micro Russell looks like that's money management. One tick down for our minimum 14. 1.4. And I believe we just stopped out at 2.7. Yeah, we haven't had a wick up there, so we did stop out. Break even on the third trade. 2 wins and a break even. Unleaded, trying to get up through the 50 EMA now. All right, we have a stop and reverse profitable. So we get target 1 and a partial profit on the micro NQ. Let's assume that. 2, 6, 20. That's actually probably avoidable, and it'd still be in the long trade. I would have the stop and reverse in place, and would still be in the long trade. Looking for target 2. And a new long trade. If it triggers, that'll take the stop and reverse out. And it did. So the stop and reverse is canceled. Actually, I would leave the exit point there. Take a little profit because of that pullback. Actually, set the stop below that swing. Get a point below there. Yeah. And it's, wow. Something just happened on the micro NQ. 10 minutes till 10. 12 minutes till 10, and it just got a splat. Looks like it's back to kind of normal short trade. Okay, did it hit it or did it miss it by a tick? Target 1, 57 3/4. We got as low as 58. Yeah, we missed it by a tick. And we take the full stop out and reverse to long at the stop. And there's another loss. That's 2 losses. YM with a target 1 win on the yellow short, and a full loss on the second yellow short. And I believe that is 6 trades. Yeah, that was 4. That long never triggered. That one did for target 1 and a small trailer. That one, oh wait a minute, that was 5 there. 6 was this one that goes also, so you got 2 target 1s. Probably pretty close to positive on that. It's 6 trades. Soybeans still in the short trade. Micro Russell is flat. Unleaded, and there is money management right then on unleaded. Looking for target 2 at 0304. Long on the Micro Russell. Needs an additional tick. Did not quite the money management yet. It's going to be 031. So still at full risk on Micro Russell. Unleaded moving toward target 2. We got through 50 EMA. Stop at 244. Aim 304 for target. And we take a full loss. That is actually the first loss, first loss. And that's an avoidable short, I believe. Yeah, definitely hit both the target and the stop. It hit the entry and the stop, but at the entry it was hit too fast to have executed that trade, so that one's avoidable. That one's going to go down a tick, 97.4. All right, target 2 on unleaded coming back to stop out just below target 1, and that is POQ for target 2 traders on unleaded. So unleaded gets its power of quitting. Put it back where it belongs and not back into the micro NQ. One, 2, 3 losses. That ends the session. This long that we're currently in is not going to be a trade we'll work in. Long trade on Micro Russell. This is kind of what I was worried we were going to see with the FOMC today. He's just kind of back and forth action, waiting on whatever is going to happen with that. 1.3, you need to move at 1. 041, I expect. Yep. Soybeans in amongst the moving averages, right at the entry point for its short trade. Found Aussie with a successful short. Money management on the micro Russell. One, two, three, 4. Trade number 5. Coming up on 10 o'clock. And that is a break-even stop. Trade number 5 on the micro Russell. 2 wins, 2 break-evens, and a loss. Soybeans and the micro Russell, all that are remaining, 1 trade remaining in the micro Russell. Soybeans in a short. Everything else is done. flat in the micro Russell. 5 trades in, so we can take one more trade. Only 2 wins and only 1 loss. So definitely going to be the 6th trade. Stop on this one. Soybeans taking a run at the 200. Looks like we touched 47 3/4 at least 3 times. So that's kind of going to be the line in the sand, I suspect. There's target 1. So soybeans will be 1 and done. 12-tick target 1. 3 points in hand. Looking for target 2 for another 19. Stop moves down to 49.5. There is our final trade on micro Russell. Is to the short side. Here's our final trade on the micro Russell. Soybean stopped out. Three ticks on the trailer times 3 positions is 9 ticks, 5 1/4 points. $267.50 on 4 positions of single contracts. And so we have the final trade of the micro Russell being the only thing we've got left. Right back at the entry again. Micro Russell trying to push down. I suspect movement from here on out is going to be fairly muted until the FOMC statement and the rate statement of FOMC at 2 today. Money management on the micro Russell at 98.9. All right, win on the micro Russell. Hitting target 3 and 4 again. Trailing at 99.1. So micro Russell will finish with 3 wins, two break evens, and 1 loss. $98.7 for the trailer. All right. It's time to call in morning on this session. I'll be closing this session stream down, and in about 10 minutes, I'll open a new stream for the crude oil inventory report session. So we will see everybody back in about 10 minutes.